Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report, as well as my keto life. All right, it's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, and of course, I'm still doing keto, and I have been doing pretty good with it. I haven't been cheating. I got some new test strips, and I am pretty deep in ketosis right now, and that's a good thing. So we should be burning some more fat. Down to 266.3. It kind of, I dropped when I fasted. When I fasted last week, I had a really big drop of about 2 pounds. But then it kind of came back up a little bit and kind of plateaued, and then it dropped back down about 1 pound this morning. Last night was actually really good. I tried something a little bit different. You'll see it. You'll see the video. Well, you'll see this one tomorrow. You'll see the one tonight with it. I actually took some skirt steak and cut it real thin, and use some Thai basil and some the dried chilies in it, with onions and broccoli, and did a stir fry right there. So I stir fried that, and then I did a shrimp fried rice. Instead of using rice, of course, I used grated cauliflower to replace it. That was really, really good. And I'm debating on if I'm going to go ahead and fast today. The not eating part is not a problem. The thing for me is I love coffee with flavor. I love my keto coffee. But because generally speaking, that's really all I have every day. I usually don't eat breakfast and lunch, and I know that's a bad thing unless you're fasting. It's just, I just love the taste of that coffee. So I'll decide between now and when that pot's done if I'm going to go ahead and fast. But I think tonight we'll do tacos, and maybe I'll make crunchy tacos using Parmesan cheese. So we'll see how it goes. All right, y'all. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see what we're going to have. See ya. Well, I made it through my fast. I had a hard day today with trying to get my cell phone. I made it 18 hours through my fast, and I'm feeling actually pretty good. I went to BJ's and I got some nice rare roast beef. So I had some roast beef and some cheese to take the edge off of it. And it is Taco Tuesday. That's right, Taco Tuesday. Now, the thing that I miss the most about being on keto is I love a crunch. I love crunchy tacos. I love crackers and things like that. And I don't like aftertaste of the artificial stuff. And I'm not crazy about, I'll be honest, I'm not crazy about the almond flour and the coconut flour stuff. It's kind of like, I just rather do without when it comes to that stuff. But you have to try and find some things that you can do to substitute. Okay, so I'm working because I love my crunchy tacos. I know that's not traditional, but you timed this just right. Just check this out. I'm going to make some beef and some turkey tacos. You see that right there? You know what that is? Parmesan cheese. Now, you can't use just any cheese when you're making crunchy tacos. You need the Parmesan cheese. You need the hard cheese. If you use like cheddar, it won't get crispy like this. And see, what I do, this is what I've learned. Okay, you get it to brown like that. Flop it over a tortilla mold, just like that. And guess what? It's gonna get crunchy. Look at this. Look at that. It's not beautiful, but I tell you what, it's gonna be crunchy, it's gonna be tasty, and it's gonna go in my belly. All right, so here's what we do. Let me show you. Let's get off crispiness. Now, here's what you can do with this. I use a non-stick pizza pie pan because it's non-stick, it's round. You could actually fill this whole thing up with cheese, but don't put it on too thick, okay? Because you put it on too thick, it takes forever to go, and you don't want it to be too much. But you want to make sure that you get it kind of evenly. And make it a little bit thinner in the middle, because it gets more heat on the outside will crunch up before the inside. So if you make it a little bit thinner on the inside and a little bit thicker on the outside, it'll even it out. And it's going to go in just until it starts browning, and then you pull it out. I guess about 6 or 7 minutes. All right, this is actually a really easy meal to do. My wife, she's not crazy about beef, and you can do this either way. That's not real hot yet, are you? I'm going to brown some meat with some jalapeno peppers and onions. I'll put the rest in this one because this is going to be a lot of beef. Beef is what's for dinner. All right. So you know this is broke-ass media where I'm the cook as well as the lighting, sound engineer, and cameraman. So I got to do a lot of stuff all at the same time. So understand. Now, because my wife's actually not doing keto, she's doing a different diet. So she's actually going to have, she loves my beans. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do some black beans and some kidney beans over here. And we're going to put, we got some red peppers, we got some jalapeno peppers, we got onions. You see kind of a theme with me. Lots of jalapeno peppers, lots of cilantro, and now that I'm back on keto, bacon. All right, so we're just gonna brown the meat with the onions and the peppers. I can't remember which way this thing goes to get it really hot. But we want to break up this meat as much as possible so that way it's nice and crumbly. Crumbly, bumbly, stumbly. If you don't crunch it a bit, keep it moving, what's going to happen is it's going to kind of get like a hamburger. You don't want like a whole hamburger in your taco. But just keep watching your cheese and make sure you don't leave it there too long because it will burn. And while I'm here, let me find my taco seasoning. All right. So when I go to BJ's or to Restaurant Depot, I just buy taco seasoning. Now, for me, you know I just don't leave things alone. I don't. So let me get a few more things. Some cumin, because I like my cumin, and I need to get some more cayenne pepper. That's another one of those things that you know Mark uses a lot of. Did I go let me see. One way goes extra high, and the other way goes somewhat high. Okay, so with our tacos, I'm going to show you my taco bar here in a minute. Let me make sure my cheese is okay. We gonna do, while we're waiting here getting that stuff brown, we're gonna do some guacamole because, of course, avocados are good fat for you. Lots of good fat. You know, remember, just take the knife. I go around where that sucker is, tap, and pull that sucker out. Okay? Just be careful that you don't miss. I saw a thing on Instagram where they were trying to show you how to the best way to keep a bagel from sliding out your hand when you're slicing it. And what they did, they said stick your finger in the hole when you're slicing. People just mean. They just mean. All right, so we got our seeds out. Now what I'm trying to do is I recognize that if I do the full video with every step, that it ends up being kind of a long video. K. Howard, I appreciate you watching all of it. But I don't need to necessarily show all of the food prep. You know, I think you guys can handle slicing an onion, I hope. If you can't, let me know, and I'll do a video just slicing onions. All right, you're browning real good. Okay, good. That's getting along. All right, we're gonna scoop out the meat. Look at that. That's a perfect one. Perfect avocado. It's soft, but it's not brown yet. Oh man, I buy these at Restaurant Depot because they have, or BJ's. When you buy them, they're usually green. And what I do is I actually leave them out. And we have like a platter over there. We got apples in it. Can't do the apples on the keto. But my wife has them in smoothies. And my tomatoes I put out over there, and avocados. And what you do is, you know, let me show you. Oh, before I show you, let me check the cheese. Oh, almost. Okay. Get those onions over there sauteing real good. I bought some more today, and you can see the skin is still green. These still have to ripen up. Maybe by tomorrow or the next day, they'll be ripened. And as soon as you start feeling them and you can just begin to push, you'll see that the skin gets almost black. Put them in the fridge. They'll be good for several days, actually a couple of weeks, at the right ripeness. Okay. My meat's cooking good. Oh, yeah. This is actually a really easy meal. I still have to get used to the stove, figuring out the temperatures for everything, because everything's a little bit different on every stove. You can see that's getting saucy. This is actually getting close. Whoops. Oh. Okay. That's burning. Uh-oh. That's going to make it smoky. Let's try and there we go. Get some of that off so we don't smoke too much of it in it. All right. I was trying to use this copper fit pan because it's not quite so big as my other frying pans. All my other frying pans are like this size, but this has really short walls on it, so not exactly the best for this. Okay. Oh, check that taco shell. Oh yeah. There we go. Boom. Chakalaka. I can turn you down. All right. If you've been good and like you have not had any carbs, you could cheat just a little bit and have some beans. Just a little bit. Not much. Just a little bit now. Okay? You know, a spoonful or two will give you a couple of carbs and you'll be okay. So I used like a half a can of Rotel in there. I got some dark kidney beans. I got some black beans, and I'm going to put some chicken broth. Actually, it's shrimp broth from the other day in there. Use the rest of that up. And we're going to put some chipotle chili powder. And we're going to put in there some cilantro. And this just gives it a good flavor bean. So just do this to taste. And I'll put some garlic salt with it too. Let me get my tortilla off of here. Look at that. We got tacos. All right. Oops, Simba, watch yourself. Sorry about that, but you get in here and you're working, trying to work fast, and you're trying to be the camera person as well. So Sometimes I get a little bit too quick. Let me turn you down now. So this is 80-20 hamburger here, or ground beef, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to try and pull some of this grease off because I don't like too greasy. But we're going to leave some of that in there before we put the taco seasoning on it. So just get some of it. You know, you don't want it to be a grease bowl. And remember, don't pour it down the drain, or else you're going to be seeing the plumber. And I'm sure somebody's going to tell me, how dare you? You should be eating, you should drink that fat. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I just can't. So just stop. Don't worry, we're going to get plenty of fat from our avocado and from our cheese that's in here and all of that goodness. Okay. All right, let's get some agua. And add some water to this. And then we're going to put plenty of taco seasoning in it. Actually, this one's not open. I must have another one in here that's already open. Hold up. Paprika, emeralds, or did I use it all up last time? Oh, yep, I did. Look at that. Another one, big one. So if you need some taco seasoning, let me know. I like lots of it. And this has dehydrated onions in it too. And I like my cumin, like a little extra cumin in it. And of course, you know I like it spicy. And I'm going to have to add some pepper to it, but I want to stir it a little bit. Check and see how wet it is. And yeah, I need a lot more seasoning in there. So are you doing keto with me, or am I just doing this by myself and you guys are just watching? All right, we can see this is getting there. And this really is to taste. A little bit more water in that one. We are getting close, guys. And girls. Need a little salt. And of course my chipotle chili powder. You know I like my chipotle chili powder. You see this is getting saucy into it, getting that brown, good color to it. We need more water in this one. Turkey is so dry. How dry I am. How dry I am. Nobody knows how dry I am. Now, this may not be everybody's cup of tea. This may not be the perfect way to do it. This is just the way I do it. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. And this is a little dry too. This is gonna absorb with the taco seasoning with the dehydrated onions that are in there. See, I like to put the real onions just to try and give you that taste. And the same thing with the jalapeno peppers, just to give it a little bit more flavor. Okay, so I can turn those down, let that simmer. And the beans, those look like they're just about ready. All I got to do is get the guac. So we're going to chop this up, and we're going to put in cilantro. Let me check the almost ready. Let me get one of these tacos out the way so I can put that last one on. Now what we have here, I'm gonna put some chipotle chili powder. I'm gonna put some fresh pepper. And I'm gonna put garlic salt on here. Now, if you want to try and make the avocado go further, you can put sour cream in it too. And I also like to put in a little shot of Worcestershire sauce. And I probably said that wrong as well. Ooh, start getting out our hot sauce. Boom, boom, boom. 4 shots. We're just gonna chop that up together. And we're also going to take out this last taco. Yeah, buddy. All right. We can turn that off. Still learning out where everything is. All right. So to go with our tacos, you've seen me make my picante sauce, okay? And I probably should do a video where it's separate. Oh, lime juice. The lime juice or lemon juice will act as a preservative to keep it from turning brown. And we're just gonna chop and mix this up. And this is about as good as it gets. Look at this. Look at that color. See, I love the green leaves on with the green, the light green. It's so green. I like it kind of chunky. Some people like it more mashed. If you want it more mashed, use the fork. But I like having the chunks. I'll have enough mushy food when I get older. Okay. Get this last taco off of here. That one, oh, that one's perfect. Look at that. Figures the last one is the one that's going to be the prettiest. But they got to cool before you use them, or else they'll still be kind of chewy. All right, so. All right, here you go. So we've got our beans, and I need to test those and make sure that I got enough seasoning in that, in the broth. Oh man, damn. I want some beans, but I can't do the beans. Can't do the beans. Okay, let's put this away. Get our toppings here. All right, so Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? We got sour cream. Okay, we got sour cream. Hold on, let me get it. We've got ghost pepper grated cheese. We have, of course, cheddar cheese up in here. We have green salsa. And we have my very own homemade picante sauce. Look at this. If that's not look at that. I challenge anybody from New York City to make something like that. Can't trust somebody making the stuff from New York City. And let me just get a little taste of this to see. More pepper. And more salt. Okay. All right. Stir that up. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Okay, look at that. Okay. That is our homemade shell. Now get me some beef. All right. Meat's hot. Okay. Oops. I'm gonna put some of the homemade picante sauce, the ghost pepper cheese, the cheddar cheese. Get in there. Get in there. Sour cream. And avocado. There you go. So now you see what it looks like. I'm gonna put some chipotle hot sauce on it. And while I'm doing that, let me turn these off. Okay. You see that? It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but let's see what happens when I pick it up. Do you hear that? Oh, wow. That's actually really good. Yeah, you can do the same thing. Just messy. You can do the same thing with the Parmesan cheese and make chips to make like a taco salad. Wow. If you don't want the mess or the extra work of making those, and you want soft tacos, I haven't tried these yet, but these are carb balanced. Oh, that's good. Has 19 grams of carbohydrates in it, but has 15 grams of fiber. So you can minus the fiber from the carbohydrates. That means it's 4 net carbs for each of those. So you can do it that way if you don't want to have the messy homemade taco. But you know what? I don't care. I've been fasting. This is really good. And you know I'm like Messy Marvin. I'm Mark Holmes. I'll see you soon.